So he had a secret weapon, Chris Ditchburn, otherwise known as the Stig. Now some say he can see an osprey from 500 miles. Now he doesn't say much, but I'm just wondering, now Stig. No? No. Stig, so what was your secret weapon? What was your secret? No? Did you enjoy your trip with us? Well, thank you very much for coming on and for your valuable support. Right, where are we? I have no idea. Now, of course, as we've seen tonight, 2012 proved to be one of the wettest summers on record. The project, and we're joined tonight by the project's resident weather expert, Paul Stammers, who's been looking at how it has affected both ospreys and Osprey Watcher.
Thank you. The year might have started with winter droughts, hosepipe bans, but at least it held out the promise of a suitably sunny season for watching ospreys. Yet, after a scorching March, things went downhill. April was damp and cold, and May followed suit. Luckily, hatching coincided with one of the only warm spells of the summer. But it wasn't long before the rain started again. June was a washout. Both June and April were the wettest months on record across the UK. And July was not much better. And in some areas of England, it rained every day for the month. By mid-July, Osprey Project volunteer Mick Lewin can usually be seen in his string vest and shorts at Site B. But not this year. Fledging coincided with another period of poor weather. And at Site B, all 3 juveniles were grounded by a mixture of rain and wind. A muddy 3F made it back to the nest unaided after 24 hours on the ground. But the 2 other juveniles required the help from the Rutland overworked emergency osprey team. 2F was grounded by strong gusts of wind, and 1F had to spend a night drying off in the Linden Visitor Centre after becoming waterlogged after a day of torrential rain. He was released the next morning and flew straight back to the nest. As if this wasn't bad enough, weather-related problems were exacerbated in Manton Bay, where a case of domestic violence grabbed the headlines. Juvenile female 9F needed veterinary attention after being knocked to the ground by her father in what appeared to be an unprovoked attack. She too spent the night in the 5-star A&E department at Linden, before being returned to the nest the next day. So, after a miserable, wet and windy summer, the ospreys must be looking forward to some winter sun. And with that in mind, let's have a look at the forecast for West Africa. Right, well, as you can see, as we get down to the middle of Africa, to Gambia and Senegal, there's only one word to describe the weather, and that is scorchio.
seen it all. Now, unfortunately, volunteer coordinator Becky Corby can't be here because she's away at the moment, but she sent us a special video message that hopefully sums up a very successful summer.
Miss Corby paid tribute to their enthusiasm, dedication and great spirit, which shone through right at the heart of the season and showed the world the very best of Rutland.
At the end of another successful Osprey season, I just want to say that the golden summer of Osprey watching, almost a golden summer it has been for our team. I think it's given the county a tremendous lift. I think it's brought the county together, and I think it has given us memories that we will be talking about for generations to come. Of course, there are lots of people to thank. The night watchmen, the cruisers, the breakfast helpers, the educators, the watchers, the talkers and the website updaters, all of whom put this incredible smiling face on the project and delighted the world by delivering a quite frankly brilliant Osprey season 2012. Of course, once all of the thank yous have been said, once the celebration has ended, some of our spirit will inevitably fade as everyone returns to their winter routine after such a magical summer. But I think we'll always have that knowledge, that spirit of what we can be as a team. I think this summer brought out the best in Rutland for the world to see, and that spirit we must cling to for the months and years ahead. Thank you.
And finally, March the 14th, 2013 sees the publication of the long-awaited book, The Return of the Osprey, I've written it down wrong, The Rutland Water Ospreys. To finish tonight's programme, we thought we'd show you a selection of John Wright's stunning photos, which will appear in the book. Thanks for watching. Anyway, no, seriously, thank you all very, very much for all your help this year. It's been another really, really great year, and I think that the attendance tonight just shows, how lucky we are to be supported by such a dedicated and hard-working team. This year, I think, has thrown so many challenges, not least because of the weather, all those freezing cold days at Site B and what have you. But it's been another great season, 9 chicks fledging, all those young birds coming back from previous years. So I think there's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot of people I could thank individually, but I think, just thank you all for all your help that you do. It's really greatly appreciated, and you're the ones that make the project the success it is. So thank you very much, and thank you for coming tonight.